Hello and welcome back to the channel. Well, a story that has popped up in my feed several times today is about Stevie Wonder. Apparently Stevie Wonder is planning on moving to Ghana. But as I read one article, it actually said that this was something that he talked about decades ago, and it just recently surfaced again because of a clip that someone had seen, and so it's been buzzing all over social media. So anyway, I'm going to share a bit of that with you. It says the iconic Motown star, who had recently traced his ancestral roots and was embarking on the album that became Songs in the Key of Life, would continue to talk up his love for Ghana. In interviews and press conferences through the decades, he often spoke of his goal to move to West Africa, though he never pulled the trigger, but instead he's been living in Los Angeles. So why were Wonder's Ghana aspirations suddenly a hot and heavy headline these past few days? Well, you can chalk it up to the power of Oprah Winfrey and the strength of African social media in this digital age. Since Friday, a host of U.S. entertainment and news sites have posted stories about Wonder and his plan to move to Ghana. Okay, and so a number of people shared this. I've seen it going across my feed several times today, and so I thought I would investigate it. But apparently, some of the reasons that were mentioned were because of the racism that so-called Black people experience in this country. Hopefully no one is shocked nor surprised that he would say that. I hope no one is shocked or surprised by this, because it is what it is. So let me read this little segment here. It says, there the music great told, there was an interview first of all, but it said, the music great told Oprah Winfrey about his intentions to move to Ghana. Asked why, he alluded to the state of race and politics in America. And then he goes on to say this. He says, I don't want to see my children's children have to say, oh, please like me. Please respect me. Please know that I'm important. Please value me. And then he says, what kind of S is that? So he's basically asking the question, why should we have to beg for respect? Why should we have to beg to be seen as human? Why do we have to beg for anything? Why do we have to beg to be liked, to be important? And so I can certainly see why he would say this. A lot of people have come to this conclusion, you see. Now, not everyone can afford to do what Stevie Wonder is thinking of doing, okay? He has deep pockets. And everyone, including those who live on the continent, will tell you that you can't just up and move there. You have to have the means to take care of yourself. I've said that many times, countless times I've said that, because people are always saying we should just move, buy a ticket to Africa and go. It's not that simple. Once you get on the ground, where are you going to go? Where are you going to live? You can't just step off the plane and say, okay, I live here now. You have to have somewhere to go, right? And once you get there, you have to be able to sustain your life. So kudos to Stevie Wonder and those who can afford to move to the continent of Africa. A lot of people take the leap and they don't have enough cash, and so you'll see videos where they are explaining, well, we were struggling, we were doing this, we were going through that, and we had trouble with this and trouble with that. I've seen a number of videos like that. And then I've also heard from a number of Africans who have personally told us that you don't want to just go there without being able to take yourself, because you can't go there and apply for any social services. You can't go there and expect to just find a job, unless you were hired by an American or a Western company that is already in Africa and they hired you. But to go there and expect to just take a job that's, a job that already exists there from someone who's lived on the continent since birth, that's not fair, and nor is it likely. Like I said, unless you're going over there because of a military assignment or because you've been hired by an international company that already resides there, then it's not likely to happen. So anyway, whether or not he moves or not remains to be seen. Like I said, this talk has been going on for decades now, but it has been recently brought back to the surface. Anyway, what are your thoughts in the comment section? If you had the money and the means to not only move to not just Ghana, but any country in Africa, and to be able to sustain yourself there too, would you go? I've already made my position clear. Of course, if it was Yah's will and I did have the finances, I would love to go just to be able to discover new things, meet some of my people on the continent, and, not have to answer to anyone for being black. But there are other troubles in Africa too. We have to understand that as well. Some people don't understand that just because you leave one place don't mean that you are not going to find trouble in another place. There are a whole other different set of circumstances on the continent of Africa, right? And depending on where you go, it can be some of your own people that bring those circumstances to you. Anyway, I'm done with this video. In the comment section, leave your comments. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share and like this video. And with that, I'm out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.